Hello, you're watching my YouTube channel. I'm your host kamranarshad. Today, I've invited a guest to my vlog, and I'm going to discuss his life, his visions, his goals, and most importantly, his fate. Good day. It's a pleasure to have you here, Sir Bilal.
Assalamu alaikum. Well,
Walaikum
thank you
assalam.
so much, Kamil. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us today, sir. Sir, could you share with us what drew you to the banking industry, particularly in the realm of Islamic banking, and how your journey led you to your current role as Assistant Vice President at Bank Alfalah Islamic?
uh, Karan, it's actually not being a very long journey. I've joined banking back in 2017. I started in 2017 with the microfinance bank. I was working as a relationship manager there, and then moving on to different commercial banks. Now I've landed to Bank Alfala Islamic, which was working in Alfalah Islamic or any Islamic bank at that time when I joined banking was my actually part of my career which I wanted to be because in Pakistan when we grow up, my father especially he used to call me and ask me if I want to join Islamic banking especially and told me to work with Islamic banking only. So that was the motive and I actually
Mm.
achieved it.
All
So
right.
thanks to Allah.
That's great, sir. That's great. Sir Bilal, could you please tell us what is the difference between the banking and Islamic banking? Because there is a lot of perception in our society that if you are doing job in banking, so some of the people comes to you and says that it's an interest-based job. Why I'm trying to get your point, right? So what is the difference between banking and Islamic banking? Could you please share us?
It's very difficult for a person who is actually not a banker to
Mm-hmm.
understand what is the difference between commercial banking and Islamic banking. Because in conventional banking, sorry, uh, in conventional, the most of the time the rates of the savings are not so different, and the working is not so different. The cash flow is the same, and the back end working is actually the different process between the Islamic banking and commercial banking. Uh, Islamic banking also offer the same products, same services to the customers as like the conventional. But in backend, the processing is very different, and it is also in the line of Sharia compliant, which is very much uh, in order by the Sharia board and
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Khalil, who is heading actually the Bank Alfala Islamic. He is very conscious about to be in the Sharia compliant and also to work with only those products which can be 100% satisfied
Mm-hmm.
actually by the customer that this product can be an Islamic product, right? For
Right.
example, some of the Islamic banking has launched different products which we can say like the personal uh, there is personal loan and credit cards, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there are some kind of things which people are not getting into that they can be according to the Sharia compliant. And
Mm-hmm.
also back end, the Sharia board is also very concerned about these little things when we work on Islamic products, right?
Right.
So in Alfla, we offer that pure Islamic Sharia compliant board certified products in
Mm-hmm.
Islamic banking, right?
All right. So how is your coordination with the Sharia board? Did you face any kind of difficulty with them while you are working with them?
And you actually want to know about the products which
Exactly.
Sharia board approved. Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, we are not directly involved with the board because the board works in a very you can say the strategic way, right?
Okay. Okay.
They work on the processing,
Mm.
they work on the products, and they work on the implementation, right?
Right.
And after that, when they make a product, actually with all the things which in accordance to the Sharia.
Mm.
After that, when it comes to our end, so we are actually a provider to the customer,
Mm.
and we are not actually directly involved with the Sharia board compliant. but they are the actually heads who guide us to share that knowledge with our customers.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, sir. I'm going to ask the personal question from your side. Actually, why banking? There are a lot of ways for the youth, for the boys, while they are studying in the universities. You can go to the media, you can join the Chamber of Commerce, you can do your business. Why banking?
Uh, Kamal, that was a very nice question
I
because
got a smile on your
uh,
face.
because that was actually an accident when I joined banking industry. I had no intention back in
Mm-hmm.
that time before joining. Uh, I did my BBA from Minhaj University, Lahore. After that, I did my MPhil from Superior University. And during that time, I was working at Maisonette Hotels in Lahore. And after that, when I accidentally got a call without applying for the job, right? I got a call from the bank, which I went for, and I did, got the interviews. And after the selection, I had concerns with my some of my friends and close family members, and some of them were not willing for me to join banking because they knew what the banking is, but I didn't knew anything about that, right? What are
Mm-hmm.
the products? What are the customers want? How I will generate business? Because I was offered a position in the sales, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
it was difficult for me to work in the sales. I have never worked before that. So some people denied me, but all in when Allah wanted me to work in that
Mm-hmm.
industry, so I just pop up and I joined it in 2017 in the microfinance bank.
Mm-hmm.
So it was although a very hard experience for me as it was the first time, but with the passage of time, definitely I get myself indulged into the
Mm-hmm.
industry, and day by day, month by month, I got involved in the products, and that become very interesting for me. Especially
Mm-hmm.
when I was in the conventional banking, there were
Mm-hmm.
different things which I learned. The very most thing which have changed my personality,
Mm-hmm.
especially some of the things. And dealing
Mm-hmm.
with the customer is at most the very thing which I think give you maturity in your life.
Yeah, it's not the easy
So,
thing actually. You have to
oh yes.
convince the people. So it's very difficult right now in
So
these
working.
days in this scenario in our country. So it's very difficult to convince anyone that we are providing these kind of services and we are dealing with that. So they just if they are on a call, they just hang up the call. If they are in front of us, we are not interested.
Okay, that department, what you're talking about is actually the sales department, which work in the back end for the credit card or something like that. Yeah,
Right.
I was in the direct services face to face with the customer on the table, right,
Mm,
and to resolve their queries. Okay,
mm,
so
mm,
there was different thing, but I used to face the very it was although very much difficult if you compare it with the call which the back end officers were doing. So
mm,
yeah, almost I did it, and it's been almost 6 years I've been banking, but by the grace of Allah
mm,
Almighty, and I've progressed very fast
mm.
in this industry
All
uh,
right.
because I joined as OG3 in
Okay.
microfinance bank, go
Mm,
to OG2 grade. I was
mm,
promoted in GS Bank. Then I moved
mm,
to Habib Metro Bank. Habib Metro Bank, I worked there for 2 years.
mm,
Uh, I was the top performer over the region, and
mm.
I was awarded twice for my performance.
Glad
And
to hear, sir. You have a vast experience behind you.
I,
All right. Are
then,
you
then I
satisfied,
was promoted.
Bilal, what you are, what you wanted to be, or where you are right now? Are you satisfied?
Sorry.
Are you satisfied where you wanted to be, or where you are right now?
Oh yes, of course. I am very much satisfied. Banking is, I think, was the actually thing which is made for me. Uh, I actually prefer to go. I cannot sit behind the table and work on a laptop like that, right?
Mm,
I
mm,
really wanted myself to get up on time at
mm,
7:30, right? Go
mm,
to my office, and after 10 p.m.,
mm,
right, I got exhausted to work on the
mm,
table. I want someone to talk to me. I want someone where I can go. Uh, uh, I want some clients. I want to visit every time. So this become actually a habit for me. So
Mm,
it become now very easy for me to work in sales department, right?
mm,
Uh,
mm,
I'm currently like in a position of assistant vice president and premier manager, right?
mm,
I'm
mm,
handling the branch as well. So this responsibility also encouraged me to work more and know my customer even better, right?
mm,
So these things, I think now my motivation is almost this thing that I have to
mm,
go out of my office. I cannot sit behind my table.
mm,
I need to meet new people every day.
mm, mm.
Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. All right. What are the primary responsibilities of an assistant vice president in Bank Alfalah Islamic's premium banking division in Lahore? What are the responsibilities of an assistant vice president?
Okay, Kamran, they are not specific for the AVP, assistant vice president, because AVP is actually the great. Now I'm working as the premier manager along
Mm,
with the responsibility of a branch manager, right?
mm,
So the thing is, I have to deal with the customer, corporates, and the business clients, which are
mm,
premier customers, right?
mm,
Our premier customers are those customers who are working with the bank from a long time, right?
mm,
With
mm,
with a huge deposit in hand, right?
mm, mm,
We offer several kind of services to the premier client, top-notch alliances, and hybrid launch services, right?
mm,
Our
mm,
premier customer who's maintaining his account, he can conduct his meeting in our office. We have maintained our
mm,
sorry
mm,
or some meeting rooms in our office so that the client can come and he can arrange his meeting over there and
mm,
the services like discounts with the many restaurants and the food chains and some clothing brands. There are many more services which we offer
mm,
for the premium clients, right?
mm. Right.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's great.
So
So what
these
role?
are the services.
Okay. So what role does the AVP play in ensuring customer satisfaction?
Look, in Pakistan, customer actually don't get satisfied most of the time, right?
You are right. Absolutely
And
right.
most of the time, what we have to do is to change their problem, right?
Mm, mm,
The actual problem nowadays is the customer thinking, right? The product is
mm,
good, the services are good, but they are not aligned with the thinking of the customer, right?
mm,
So just we have to satisfy our customer that the things are right. Okay,
mm,
you are going on the wrong way, and now I will show you the right way. So,
mm,
when you will solve the problem of the customer or think change his thinking, the problem will automatically will solved, right?
mm, mm,
If you, uh, for example, if a customer came and said that my credit card was not working and that was the problem, I was extra charged and I have complained many times to the branch, but complaining at the branch is not actually the solution. The
exactly.
actual solution is to call on the helpline and to communicate the same,
So
right?
actually,
So
they don't know actually how to use that platform.
yes, exactly, we don't know actually what is the
Mm.
how to use that platform and where to resolve it, right?
Even though it's
So
called
these are the things
helpline.
which oh yes, oh yes. In Pakistan, you will be amazed that only 18% of the females are using banking services, right?
Mm,
And
mm,
the men's percentage is almost 27, right?
mm, mm,
Not all Pakistanis are actually using the banking services, which
mm.
is very much a bad thing for the Pakistani banking services, right?
So they are not
And
educated. They are actually not aware what to do.
that is the thing. We have to educate them. No, everybody, no, nobody will do that, right? We have to make
Yeah.
campaigns for that. We have to go to the villages area to communicate them, to educate
Mm,
them.
mm,
Why is it this important? So people should get into this circle. and definitely when more people will get into this circle,
Mm,
a big amount for collection, tax collection will be added in the tax community, right?
mm, mm,
So I think the banking industry should look into this.
mm. Great. Okay. Can you outline the key qualification and experience required for someone to be appointed as an AVP in Bank Alpha Islamic?
Look, Amran, education is actually not the most important thing which is required in
Really?
this field, right?
Okay.
Experience is the most
I can be a AVP
thing
as
which
well.
will sure.
That's okay, sir. Okay.
Why not? You just work hard. If you have a
Uh,
degree, you go to the
mm,
bachelor's and 15 years of education. Everybody can
mm,
do that. I think most of the people now who have an engineering degree or a doctoral degree or
mm,
did an MBA or the BBA honors or MPhil, you can apply. Yeah, that's not the.
mm,
You have to go with the steps. You have to take the first step, then the second step, then the third step. And for
mm,
the first step, you just need to be qualified with the 14 years of education, right? When I joined banking, I had 18 years of education, but uh, after my FSC, I started BBA honors. That was a 4 years degree, and that was enough for my banking career if I wanted to be. But I did MPhil. The education we actually don't understand. Education is to make us mature and make us more in a position to make good decisions for ourselves, right? To have more
mm,
knowledge, to communicate more knowledge is the best thing to work in any industry. That doesn't
mm,
matter if you are not that much qualified. If you
mm.
have that much knowledge and communication skills,
Communication skill.
and
That's why. That's what I'm gonna
yeah.
ask you. Actually, they just know that they have done masters in any degree. They have the degree and they can easily get the top. They can easily reach on the top,
Now
right?
look,
But they don't
in
know.
this aspect,
They have to build their body language skills. They have to build their communication skills. They actually neglect that. And after that, when they got rejected, they says reference चल गया यार.
exactly. Look, I'll tell you, there are many students who have just qualified. It's been 2 years or 3 years, and there are several person who are dropping their CVs for the job, right? I think what they have is just a piece of paper to show
Hmm.
us that I am qualified, but they don't
Hmm.
have the actual knowledge which we need, right? So for
Hmm.
that, you need to join from the start, from the JO level, junior officer level. Then you become the officer. Then you become the senior officer. After that, you become the manager, and
Hmm.
then the AVP, right?
Hmm. Yeah.
That degree is required when you become the assistant vice president,
Right.
because at that level you actually needed to have that page, right?
I got it. I got it, sir. Absolutely right.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on. What strategies does Bank Alpha Islamic employ to stay competitive in the Islamic banking sector? And how does the AVP contribute to these strategies, sir?
Kamran, actually, the banking, Islamic banking, most of the Islamic banks has the same products and
Mm,
services, right?
mm,
The strategy is always
mm,
is how to communicate
mm,
people that to
mm,
join us and why to join us, right?
mm,
Bank Alfla what the extra thing which Bank Alfla provides is the network,
mm,
right?
mm,
Is the biggest, I think, network after HBL, and
mm,
we are almost in every city of Pakistan,
mm,
also in the backward areas somewhere, right?
mm, mm.
So the actual service is to provide the basic necessities for the concerned person. If a person is living in a backward area, he don't need the loan for a car, right?
Yeah,
He need
right.
that loan. He need that loan to educate his children,
To
or to
educate
or
his
to have or to have a tractor for the fields,
yeah,
right?
to bear his
So
kitchen
every
expenses
person
actually.
exactly. So every person has different needs. Bank is actually focused to provide every individual their basic need. We have offered several products for every individual, as like we have the special account for the women's as well,
mm,
right?
mm, mm,
We have launched the solar panel, right?
mm,
Second thing, which is actually required in the industry as well as in the backward area, also in the you can say the rural areas as well.
mm.
Okay, and
Okay.
car loan, credit card are the basic facilities which a bank provide.
Mm.
Okay. So having
Okay.
the other product as like the solar panel or the like the saving certificates for the marriage of their children. So we also
Mm.
provide that the products.
Mm.
Yeah,
Right. But they have to aware what you are providing and
exactly.
how to use banking services, how to use actually helpline service as well. Yeah, this is the first
Exactly.
step. We
That's
need to
going
learn
to.
that.
But
Yeah, actually.
I'll tell you that State Bank has organized that platform with the help
Mm,
of Asian Development Bank, and
mm,
that is NFLP, National Financial Literacy Program. I'm also part of that campaign from 2020 onwards till date now. I've
mm,
conducted more than 100 sessions in the villages with the women and encouraged them to open that account with the bank,
mm,
and you will be amazed that we have opened more than 10,000 accounts of that people who have zero knowledge of the banking.
mm, mm. All right. Sir, thank you so much for joining us today. It was a wonderful having you here and learning from your experiences. Before we wrap up, is there anything you would like to share with our audience or any message you would like to leave them with?
Of course, I just want to say that anything can happen in your life. Be positive, be optimistic, and uh, always remember there these three words: improvise, adapt, and overcome. Right?
Very nice
Make your
advice,
policy
sir.
and you will succeed, inshallah.
I'm gonna apply these advice on my life as well. Thank you so much, sir. Thanks
Anytime.
once again, sir. Have a blessed
Thanks
day.
to you, Kamran. Thanks to you. Very nice talking to you. It was very fruitful meeting. Thank you.
Pleasure, sir. Have a nice day, sir. Take care. Goodbye.
Same to you, dear.